At 50, Bradley Cooper, the actor the world once called Hollywood's gentleman, finally breaks his silence. For decades, he's been the image of charm, humility, and control. But behind that calm exterior lies a story few have heard. A list that, according to insiders, reveals the 5 stars he despises the most. Friends say it wasn't anger that drove him to speak, but exhaustion. The industry changes you, one insider whispered. At some point, even Bradley couldn't keep pretending everything was fine. It's shocking, unexpected, almost unthinkable from a man known for diplomacy and kindness. But as he turns 50, the facade cracks and the truth spills out. 5 names, 5 betrayals, 5 stories that show just how dark Hollywood's brightest lights can be. Now, it gets serious. Let's begin with number 5. Number 5, Jennifer Lawrence. They were Hollywood's golden pair, charming, witty, unstoppable. From Silver Linings Playbook to American Hustle, Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence became the industry's favorite duo. But behind the smiles and award show chemistry, things were far from perfect. Insiders recall tension during Joy. Brad wanted control, one producer said. Jennifer wanted freedom. It turned competitive, quietly brutal. Their creative clash grew into something personal. Lawrence, known for her spontaneity, mocked his intensity. He overthinks everything, she once joked in an interview, even how to blink. Bradley didn't laugh. To him, that quip wasn't funny. It was disrespect. After Joy, they never worked together again. The distance spoke louder than words. What once looked like friendship had turned into rivalry, and behind closed doors, both swore never to share a screen again. Number 4, Clint Eastwood. He was the mentor Bradley Cooper once worshipped. When Clint Eastwood chose him to star in American Sniper, it was a dream come true. A quiet actor guided by Hollywood's last great cowboy. But that bond, born in admiration, turned sour fast. Sources close to the set say Eastwood's brutal directing style clashed with Cooper's obsession for detail. Clint's a one-take guy, an insider revealed. Brad wanted 5. Arguments became routine. Eastwood saw it as perfectionism. Cooper saw it as negligence. When the film succeeded, the praise went to Clint. But insiders said Bradley felt erased, as if his transformation into Chris Kyle was dismissed as just good direction. That silence burned deeper than any review. He gave me everything, Bradley later told a friend, and then took the credit. Their friendship ended there, respect replaced by quiet resentment. Number 3, Todd Phillips. They were brothers in arms, director and actor, rising together through chaos and comedy. The Hangover made Bradley Cooper a star, and Todd Phillips the king of modern Hollywood humor. But when laughter faded, ego took over. Behind the scenes of Joker, insiders say Phillips offered Cooper a producer role, not the lead. Brad wanted to act, said one crew member. Todd wanted him behind the curtain. Cooper took it as an insult. He stayed on as producer, smiling for the cameras, but bitterness simmered beneath. When the film won Oscars, Phillips called it our shared vision. Bradley called it a reminder that sometimes vision means watching someone else live your dream. After that, their calls stopped. 2 men who built each other's careers ended up as strangers, united by success, divided by pride. Number 2, Lady Gaga. When A Star Is Born hit theaters, the world fell in love, not just with the movie, but with the chemistry between Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. Audiences swore it was real. Rumors swirled. Awards buzz turned into obsession. But behind that magic was a fracture waiting to break. Brad controlled everything, a crew insider revealed. From lighting to the way Gaga moved. She loved him for it, until she didn't. After months of promotion, Gaga began to feel suffocated. "He directed me off camera too," she once hinted. "Sometimes I wondered where Allie ended and I began." Then came the Oscars performance. Intimate, electric, unforgettable. But afterward, their friendship collapsed under the weight of speculation. Bradley's perfectionism met Gaga's independence, and neither survived it. What the world called chemistry, they now call collateral damage. Number 1. Leonardo DiCaprio. They started as friends, two young dreamers chasing stardom through long nights, late scripts, and endless auditions. Bradley admired Leonardo's freedom. Leo admired Bradley's focus. But fame, as always, ruins what talent creates. When American Hustle rose to Oscar status, DiCaprio reportedly joked at a private party, "Bradley's the safe version of me. Same eyes, half the risk." The room laughed. Bradley didn't. Insiders say he never forgot it. He respected Leo's power, but despised his arrogance. "He makes people feel small," a friend quoted Bradley saying, "even when he calls you brother." Years later, when both competed for awards, they shook hands. Polite, cold, unspoken war. In interviews, Bradley praised him. In private, he avoided him. The man he once admired had become the shadow he refused to stand under. But here's what no one in Hollywood expected. That list, the 5 names whispered behind closed doors, wasn't born from hatred. It was born from heartbreak. According to a friend who visited him shortly after his 50th birthday, Bradley Cooper kept a worn leather notebook on his desk. Inside were 5 names, written carefully, one beneath the other. Above them, a single sentence. "People who taught me how to stop pretending." Jennifer showed him how fragile admiration can be. Clint taught him that even heroes disappoint. Todd exposed the cost of ambition. Gaga revealed how love blurs into obsession. And Leo taught him pride. When that list leaked, tabloids screamed Bradley Cooper's secret enemies. But to him, it was closure. A quiet acknowledgement that even good men have ghosts. Because what the world saw as hate, Bradley always meant as truth. Now, at 50, Bradley Cooper lives differently. He no longer chases the spotlight. He chooses when to step into it. He still directs, still acts, still commands the camera. But those who've seen him up close say something has changed. "The noise doesn't touch him anymore," one friend said. "He listens less to applause and more to silence." He spends more time behind the camera than in front of it, writing quietly, visiting his daughter, cooking for friends. The man who once measured success by box office numbers now measures it by peace. He no longer needs Hollywood to tell him who he is. Yet those 5 names remain part of him. Not as enemies, but as milestones. They mark the times he fell, learned, and rose again. They are proof that even in a world built on glamour and smiles, pain still leaves fingerprints. He once told a journalist, "You spend half your career trying to be seen and the other half trying to disappear." Perhaps that's his truth, the actor who mastered the art of vanishing in plain sight. And so, Bradley Cooper's confession isn't about anger or regret. It's about survival, about a man who faced betrayal, ego, and loneliness, and still found a way to forgive the industry that broke him. Because in the end, fame doesn't heal you. It just teaches you how to live with your scars and turn them into stories.